Hey guys, it's Sam. So today I have a haul for you, and I know I've posted a collective haul like a couple days ago, but this is kind of stuff I've gotten more recently actually. And as you guys know, I went to Hawaii, and in Hawaii I didn't spend as much money as I had planned on spending, so I actually had quite a bit put aside for this trip, so I kind of just figured I was gonna treat myself and get some stuff that I've been looking at. And another influence into my spending lately was on the plane to Hawaii. I sat kind of in the back in the economy seating, which was so not made for someone who's 6'1" like me. It's just impossible to fit in those seats. But I sat next to a guy who happened to work at Sephora, the corporation, and at the Sephora on Powell Street in San Francisco, and it just happened that I had already been planning prior to meeting him to going on Saturday, or yesterday, down there to Sephora on Powell Street, because it is their flagship store. And I heard they had the best selection there, and I was looking for the YSL Glossy Stain in the color number 7. So, couldn't find it anywhere around here, so I'm going to go down there anyways. I just happened to sit next to a guy who works there. So, I went down there and he totally hooked me up with a bunch of really cool stuff. So, I wanted to show you guys what I got there first. So, I got this stuff yesterday, and I got the Peter Thomas Blemish Buffing Beads, and I got the small size of this in the wow, Peter Thomas Roth Blemish Buster Kit, which is like the small sizes of their acne line. But I really wanted to try out the, but I really wanted to purchase the full set of this because this was my favorite product from the whole bunch of them. Then, I only made 2 other purchases that day actually. I got the Benefit They're Real Mascara. This is just a small sample size because I don't like spending 20 bucks on a full-size mascara. Usually most of my mascaras are drugstore because you have to throw them out after 3 months anyways. So, as you can see, it's just like a little tiny version of the actual bottle. And it has the same brush, which most people buy this for the brush because it's kind of a rubber brush and it has like a little ball on the end of it. But I have it on today and I actually like it so far. It doesn't transfer to my upper lash line like most mascaras do, so this one might be a winner. And it made my lashes like bam, like really bam. So I like that. And then I found the infamous YSL Glossy Stain in shade number 7. The one that no Sephora's around me had, so I had to drive all the way 2 hours to San Francisco to get it. And it's just a really pretty coral color. It's this one right here. And these will stain your hand. Like, when you try them out at the store, immediately wipe them off because they do not come off after they've dried. So that's it. And the wands on these are really cool. Look like this. These little like doe foot applicators, but they're kind of angled and they're flat. And these were 32. And the mascara was 10 and the Blemish Buffing Beads were 36. And I've never spent that much on skincare before, so we'll see. I like it so far. I'm really impressed with the sample size, so I wanted to go ahead and get the full size and try. And then the rest of the stuff I got for free, pretty much. This is the Fresh Happy Birthday Sugar mini set that you get for your birthday. And it's not my birthday, but he went ahead and gave me both the little sugar rose treatments. So this one is just the clear one, and then the other one, this pinky one, is rose tinted. So I actually like these. I didn't like the plum colored one that I purchased previously. I actually returned that one. But I do really like how moisturizing they are. So I'm glad to have a clear one too because I kind of just want it for the moisturizing properties. I don't really want any color on my lips. I also got the 500 Point Perk, which was this Bare Minerals Ticket to Gorgeous kit. Excuse me. And it's got a 4-piece collection plus bags. This is the little bag it came with. And I've tried all these products prior because I used to use Bare Minerals for a long time, so I've tried all these. But I actually like a couple of these a lot. So this is the Bare Minerals Mineral Veil, which is an okay setting powder. I don't typically set my makeup, but it's just a small little sample size. Then we have the Bare Minerals Flawless Definition Mascara, which is actually the mascara I used to use before I got into like really experimenting with mascara. This is kind of my default because it does do a really good job of separating your lashes and making you very volumized look. It's not very lengthening though, so that's kind of what I look for, but it's a nice mascara and I'll definitely use it. And then this is the Primetime Brightening Eyelid Primer, and I've tried the regular Primetime Eyelid Primer. I actually really like that one a lot. You can see it's just a really tiny little bottle, but it's got kind of a glittery sheen. It kind of reminds me of the Too Faced, oh sorry, nose itch. Reminds me of the Too Faced Shadow Insurance and Candlelight. It looks exactly like that one. So if that's something you like, you might want to try this one out. And then one of the Bare Minerals lip glosses, which I kind of like. I like the Buxom one better. This one is in Birthday Cake, and it's just kind of a blue-based purple fuchsia color. So I got that. And then, it's like falling through the cracks on my chair here, I got these 2 Sephora lip gloss samples. And the color is number 11, Pin Up Pink Shiny. See right there. And I've never tried the formula of these, but I hear they're not very sticky, so I'm curious to give these a shot. Alright, next. So after I left the store, I get an email from Sephora saying that congratulations, you're now a VIB member, which means I've spent $350 at Sephora this year. And they're like, well, now you can have 10% off. So I went back today to use my 10%, and I'm on a no-buy for Sephora at least till the 15th of April, when I believe that's when the 15% off Beauty Insider and VIB event's going to be this year. So I'm waiting till then to make some purchases. Gonna hold out a while. But I got the Beta Hydroxy Acid 2% Acne Wash, and this is one of the things that came in that Blemish Buster kit as well. And I really like this. I used this before the Blemish Beads to kind of get rid of the layer of oil I have on my skin from sleeping at night. And then I use the Blemish Buffing Beads to really get all that oil and exfoliate. So I use this in the morning. I like it. Sorry, my dog. Then I have the Peter Thomas Roth AHA BHA Acne Clearing Gel. And the cleanser I believe was $36, and this little puppy was $45 freaking dollars, which I've never spent that much on like skincare in my life. Like, not on one singular skincare item. And it's in a glass bottle, which I guess is cool. I don't know. It's 2 ounces, so I'm hoping it lasts a while. I'm gonna use like 1 pump a night, hopefully, or 1 pump a day when I use it. That was expensive. I also got a sample of another Peter Thomas Roth product, and it was the brand new, I don't remember the exact name of it, she didn't write it on here, but it's like Clarifying Matte or something. It's a sunscreen that has mattifying capabilities, and it's brand new to their acne line, so I wanted to give it a shot, and it's supposed to like really keep you like extremely matte. So I wanted to try this, so I got a little sample of that to see if that breaks me out. I'm going to try it on a target area first before I use it all over my face. Learn to do that with my skin. Then I have a problem. I'll admit it. Picked up another YSL Glossy Stain. These things are addicting. Like, once you find a lip product that really works for your lips, you're like, oh, go crazy. And I love the Revel and lip butters, but if I'm going for something like really, really, really long wearing, this is what I'll reach for. And this is the color I have on right now. It's a shade number 17. And it is just a really pretty blue tone pink. And it looks really scary on my hand, but it's not, I mean, you can see on my lips, it's not that scary. Like, as it stains, it's just kind of like a medium pink. Looks really good. I think it looked really good on most skin tones. So I got that. I'm really excited about those. Those are $32 again. Then I saw these, and these were new, and I was like, oh, I love Makeup Forever, I gotta try these. These are the Makeup Forever Aqua liners. And the Sephora had just put up the display for these, so I was like, oh, I want to try them. And I got 2 colors. I got shade number 1, which is this gorgeous metallic gold, which I have swatched kind of on an awkward place on my hand. Let me do another swatch. And they're just tiny little, they're brushes. These were $23 a piece, which is a little much for me to spend on a liquid liner, but they looked really cool. And then I also got a blue one, and these both have sparkle to them. The gold one has gold sparkles, and it's pretty opaque actually for gold, and the blue one has kind of blue, yeah, just blue sparkles, very blue metallic-y. So those are them right there. And once they set, these do not budge. And I have a couple other samples on my hand right there of them. And those I scrubbed and scrubbed and scrubbed and they won't come off. So those are gorgeous colors. And I'm going to try some tutorials with these and try them out for a while and then give you guys a full review on them since I know they're new to the market. It'd be kind of good to get some reviews out of those. So that's shade 6 and then shade 1. Then, as I was checking out, I actually got the wrong color of one of the liners on accident, so I went back in to exchange it, and I remembered on Makeup Alley someone had mentioned that they had like a Valentine's Day NARS gift for VIB members, and I wasn't a VIB member around Valentine's Day, so I had to wait. But I asked if they had any, and they had a bunch, so go and ask at your Sephora if you're a VIB member, or just became one, and maybe they have some left. So this is the NARS Coco Cabana Illuminator. And I can't wear NARS cheek products. They break me out because they have too much talc in them. So I don't know if I'll try this one necessarily. I might, you know, give it away to my sister or someone. But this is what it looks like. It kind of reminds me of Benefit's High Beam. It's just really liquidy, really shiny. I actually really like the texture of that, so I might try it just right here. I don't typically break out there anyway, so hopefully. But also, it really comes in this really cute little bag. This is NARS on it, so then this is the cutest thing I've ever seen before in my life. This is a little tiny, if I can get it out, NARS Laguna. There we go. And it's just like the NARS packaging, like the same kind of thing. I said how tiny this is. Take the plastic off so you guys can see it. I don't know, like I'm pretty sure my bronzer blush will not fit in there. I'm gonna use this as an eyeshadow because I mean it's a really nice blending color for my crease, but I probably won't use it as a bronzer. I don't see how you fit a brush in there to get out enough to use it as a bronzer. So. And then it also comes with something that's been really raved about lately, and it's the NARS Eyelid Primer. Smudge Proof Pro Eyeshadow Base, or Smudge Proof Eyeshadow Base Pro Prime is what it's called. And it's a little doe foot applicator, and it's just like a white, and then it goes clear eyeshadow base. And I've heard a lot of really wonderful things about this, so I'm really excited to give this a shot. So that's all I picked up at Sephora, and I had a couple returns, so I think buying all that stuff, I only spent $70, and I got a lot. I had a lot of returns and then 10% off, so actually it was a pretty good deal, for I guess. Still $70 bucks. But then I went to Nordstrom's because the Sephora I go to doesn't have a Bobbi Brown area, so I wanted to pick up one of the longwear gel eyeliners because I am completely hit pan on my Tarte eyeliner. One of the first things I've ever hit pan on. It is gone. It lasted a really long time. I'm surprised. Like, it's just now started to show like some chunkiness. So I had to pick up something else, and I've read this is the best gel eyeliner. So I'm gonna give it a shot. I think I've tried this before, but I cannot remember for the life of me. It would have been when I was a lot younger, so like 14, 15. So maybe that's why I can't remember. Yep, that is all I got. I know that's kind of a long haul, a lot of explanations, but I hope you guys like this. If you have any questions or comments about any of the products I mentioned, or you want reviews on any of the products, please comment below. I would love to hear from you, or message me on YouTube. Thanks so much for watching again. Bye.